Hello, I, Benita Brown, do this video to show that ACS has been involved in my family life since November 13th, 2009, when a false report was called in on me by my mother-in-law. ACS have said they don't know of me. They investigated me a year before they finally sent me a letter stating that they didn't know of me after I contacted the mayor's office. It says, in correspondence, you state that that your children were removed by ACS. I have taken the time to look into this matter, and after carefully reviewing, I had determined that your family is not currently known to the Administration for Children's Services. A review of the court calendar system indicates that you have an active case in the family court. However, ACS is not involved. I'm unable to assist with this matter. I had a hearing in October of 2010, which I was cleared of because ACS has falsified their documents to say, they didn't say what body part, but they did state Shania Steed, which is my daughter. It says maltreatment, abuse children. It has allegations, inadequate guardianship, swelling, dislocation, and sprain. And who name it is? Benita Brown, which is my married name. They also have my case name as Benita Steed, which is my maiden name. It wasn't until just recently I was supposed to go to an ACS hearing, which is dated October 31st, 2014 at 1:30 p.m. I intended to go to this hearing. When I got there, they refused to allow myself. I have 2 visitor passes. Here's one I stuck on the back of the letter for that particular day, and another one for that particular day for me and my daughter. This is because of a report that I called in 12/29/2012 for my son being abused by his dad, which if you look on my YouTube, the video is posted of the police at my residence that same day, ACS at my residence the next day. I've only learned that I was the subject of this report after I applied for work with Service for the Underserved, where I have to be fingerprinted, and a report that's called the CSR report, they refuse to get back to them, where I had to end up faxing a Mr. Todd Ferreira asking for my records. And in the letter that he sent me back, I've come to learn, he says, I have requested my record already, which I've never requested my record since 2009 when the first incident was reported. On top of that, this has cost me several jobs, and my son is being abused, and nothing has been done. ACS has falsified the paperwork that they do as what is called court order investigations that they send to family court, where they lied and said my home is not adequate for living. I had bed bugs. They say my kids didn't have mattresses. The lady tried to say one time I didn't have food in my residence. They lied and said my son has not had wingworms. I have video of my son being driven around without car seat, whether it's in the father's car per se or company car. And I think something needs to be done, because I can't have all these letters and ACS say they don't know of me, and then something happens to my son later, they say I didn't report. But the funny thing is, it brings me to the paperwork that they recently sent me prior to my hearing. They mentioned stuff like mom did nothing to care for the kid, or mom did nothing to try to, here it go, narrative. More than one occasion, Jarrell's father has hit him with even force to cause bruises. It is unknown why Jarrell hits the child, but it says Benita's mother is aware of this but has taken inadequate steps to protect the child. Let's do this again so you can see this very good. Call narrative. On more than one occasion, Jarrell's father has hit the child, Jarrell, age 5, with enough force to cause bruises. It is unknown why Jarrell has hit the child. Benita's mother is aware of this, but has taken inadequate steps to protect the child. Now, all these papers on my bed, I doubt that says I took inadequate steps to protect my son. I've had ACS tell me they don't want to come to my residence because I'm video queen. I have ACS tell me on the phone I'm the video bandit. I have ACS say they wouldn't come to my residence because at my door where I lived at, I didn't have a peak code. So when you bang on my door, ring my bell, I have to go down and yell, who? I can't see you. So they say I'm aggressive. They say I'm hype. But my peak code you couldn't see through. And this is why I'm hype. Because my child is being abused, and the very same system that's set up to save kids has done nothing. All these reports, inadequate guardianship for me, bruises, webs, unsustained by the father, but he's still in the dad's care. And this has been going on since March 2nd, 2010. Current ringworms, you know, not taking the child for his shots, etc., etc. Enough is enough. I, Benita Brown, has had enough.